What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over a company known as Xela Technologies. Their ticker symbol is XELA. Before we get into this video, as always, I do want to mention that I have the link to my Discord group at the top of the description. We do have some free content, we have educational content as well, and we also do have a paid premium group where me and a few other people do give out alerts for when to buy stocks, options, and crypto. You can see alone today, I did have this call out. If I can find this a little bit higher up here, I called out a SPY $440 call for $240. That ran all the way up to $500. And then again today, a SPY 440 call for $350. That did run up all the way, as of about an hour ago, to $675. So back to back, over 100% return. So be sure to join the Discord if you are interested in trading and making money with us. But with that said, let's get right into this video. So as you guys can see, Xela Technologies is up about 32% alone on the day today, currently trading at 55 cents per share. And prior to that, they were sitting at about the low of 34 cents, which is extremely undervalued and oversold, regardless of the fact that this is and can be considered kind of a short squeeze stock. I don't want to stereotype them and say, oh, this company is purely the only reason people are in this company is for a short squeeze. That's not the case. This is a pretty decent overall company, and I do think regardless of a short squeeze, they are undervalued at this price point of 55 cents per share. But if we take a look at the recent news and the reason that they are up today, you can see, as stated by this article, Xela Technologies is up 43% on contract with leading consulting firm. If we take a look down here, you can see this contract that's valued at more than $35 million, includes digital mailroom service for more than 90,000 users. And Xela did state that during the start of the pandemic, their services enabled a smoother remote working transition for a large number of their customers' global employee base. So this is some pretty good news, guys. This is the reason, this is the catalyst, and this is the reason behind the move that we saw today. If I can go ahead and zoom in, you can see the volume did kind of come in as indicated by these green bars in the background, and we did see a correlation with the price as well, indicating that 32% move up to 55 cents per share. In terms of if I am a buyer right here, guys, I am a buyer right here, and that's for two reasons. One is because of a very simple reason. I think they're extremely undervalued at 55 cents per share. You can see back here they were as high as $5.40 on 7/12/2021. Obviously, things were different around this time. This was partly due to a small, I can't really call this a short squeeze, but higher short interest and higher retail ownership that did cause that price surge all the way up to $5.40. But ever since then, they have been in a pretty consistent and steady downtrend. You can see ever since $2.35 on 10/21/21, they have just been in a straight downtrend all the way down to that recent low of 34 cents. Thank God that catalyst came in today, kind of gave them a 32% boost, bumped them back up to 55 cents. And I do think that catalyst and this new volume coming in, like I said, indicated back here, could be the start of a turnaround for both the company and the share price, because I do think, like I keep saying, they are extremely undervalued. And quickly, before we get back into the charts, I do want to mention this. This is on Fintel. This is the short sale volume off exchange provided by FINRA. This isn't necessarily the overall short interest or anything like that. This is kind of the daily short sale volume, if that makes sense. You can see, and this is from yesterday, so today's short interest or short volume ratio isn't out yet, but you can see yesterday we did have 43.48% of the total volume traded for Xela shares was being shorted, and that's absolutely insane. Obviously, guys, we know these numbers could be a little bit higher because this is self-reported data. If you, let's just say you're a company or a hedge fund and you are heavily shorting Xela, you won't want everyone to know that you're shorting it 70-80% of the whole flow and the whole volume. That's just something you wouldn't report. So this number could be higher, could be lower, but the reported data right here is going to be 43.48%. I do expect that number to be relatively same for today, 125, and prior to that you can see 38%, 41, 33, 34, pretty consistent in the high 30 to low 40% range, and that's extremely high, especially for a stock that has been pulling back right here. So this move today is partly due to the fact of that catalyst, partly due to the fact that more retail and probably some hedge funds are buying in today on that news. And lastly, part of this reason is because short interest is extremely high, so some shorts probably did begin to cover their positions, which is why we saw this nice 30+% move alone on the day today. You can also see, if we zoom out a little bit further on these indicators down here, this RSI indicator is still oversold despite a 30% move. You can see it's currently trading, or sitting I should say, at 33.47. 30 and below is considered oversold, and honestly guys, 33 is still oversold in my book. So I still think despite a 30% move, they are oversold. They still are super low and are absolute steal of a price. You can also see this MACD down here is looking absolutely primed. When this yellow-orange line begins to cross upwards against this blue line, that's a shift in momentum from the sellers back over to the buyers, and that's usually what you see before a big move. You can see that we had that same crossover right here, which did lead to that eventual move up to $2.40. So we are about to get that crossover again. I do think Xela will be a multi-day runner. You can also see in after hours on the side, they are up an additional 4.89%, and they are trending on some platforms like Twitter and StockTwits. So as more people find out about them overnight, I do think they have the potential to run again tomorrow morning and into the rest of this week. The long-term price target for Xela, guys, is going to be between $3 to $4 in my opinion. I think they will get back up to this range eventually, regardless of a short squeeze or not. I do think that's a fair value and a fair price for EXELA Technologies. I do think that if more retail traders and investors do pour into this, and we do see an increase in volume similar to the times where we saw these huge spikes, I do think we could see another huge third spike, so to speak. If I can go ahead and draw this in and see another move like that back up to the $2-3 range, and personally that's what I would be looking for if you are an investor in EXELA Technologies. But with that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Good luck if you do get into this trade. Be sure to do your own research before investing, and like I said at the start of this video, I do have the link to my Discord in the bottom of the description. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.